guys, the Ace, and welcome back to College Pulse Surveys. I'm joined by my good friend Cosmic. Say hello.
Hey guys.
And yeah, I really do enjoy doing these. There is just something so fun about just answering random questions from people on the internet. I don't know. I just really love doing these. It's been
As
fun
do
too.
I.
Yeah.
Same here.
Oh yeah. So again, I do not want to answer any of these right up here. I really just don't want
Yeah,
to.
those are very touchy subjects.
All right. So I'm going to pick the number 188. Okay, these are from all the way back in 21. Okay, let's do this one. What language have you taken for classes in school? Well, I'm going to guess by school they mean high school and college, so the only one I took was Spanish. What did you take?
I took French in college.
Nice. In what ways have you tried to decrease your environmental impact?
Good question.
Ooh.
For
I
me, I recycle, shop locally, I guess.
I
Do
always try to
thrift,
do that. Try to do that.
do thrift shopping.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I always like fresh shopping. Those ties I got for the Asexuality 102 video, almost all of them actually came from the thrift shop as well, so I actually really like going out
Not
there.
know that, actually. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, where else can you buy a bunch of ties for only a couple bucks?
I guess
That's why I buy
true.
that. All right, let's see. Drive less. I kind of have no choice. Eat less
Yeah.
meat. Nope. Recycle, yes. Reuse items, I actually do. Shop
Yeah.
locally. Does that? I mean, I don't think it means entirely small businesses. I mean, I shop nearby where I am.
I think they mean with like locally sourced products,
Well,
probably.
good luck with that, man. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
problem.
very difficult to do. Power home on renewable energy.
I
I
have
wish I
no
could.
idea. Also, if you remember a long while ago, I fell for that energy scam. So now, anytime some energy companies talking about renewable stuff and keep sending me letters, I am very, very anxious about this now one.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Buy plastic-free alternative of products. Not
And another note with
normally.
renewable energy, it's possible, but it's very expensive. Like if you actually go like full renewable energy with like solar panels and like
Yeah, well,
eco-friendly
if you have
tech.
it installed in
Yeah,
your house, I mean, it's a really big upfront cost, but it might last. But you also have to be in a good area if they go full renewable.
exactly. Yeah,
But the
that's
problem
true.
is a lot of these renewable energies are expensive. And if you live on a fixed income or a very unstable income, you can't really afford that and you have to buy the cheapest around.
Right.
That's the
Right.
biggest problem.
Yeah,
All the other
100%.
stuff, I always try to, try to minimize my impact. And these are just common sense things that you can use. Should some level of ASL be mandatory in school?
I'm not sure actually.
Not mandatory, but definitely
Yeah,
like
yeah,
given.
not mandatory, but like any other language, really.
Well, yes, just like that one. Now, I
Right.
think it should be
Option like
offered,
voluntary. Yeah.
but yeah. Did you get a high school ring? I did not. No.
I did not either.
Definitely not. And I'd like to pretend my first college experience never existed. I hated it. All right, pick a number between, let's say 120 to 404.
How about like 341? Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, 341. Let's see what we have here.
You support Donald? Oh boy.
Oh God, this was back in 2019.
Yes, from 2019. You
Okay,
support Donald Trump?
I
No,
am
not even
not
that.
doing that one. When watching movies, I have an option of widescreen or full screen. Which do you prefer? Well,
Probably full
widescreen
screen.
because the film was original. Most films, by the way, even those classic films from like the 70s onward, all of those were shot in widescreen, but they were edited to be on a full screen. That's why you see this movie has been edited from its original format, is formatted to fit your screen. That was because it went from a widescreen to a full screen release. It was originally on a widescreen, so you're missing out a lot.
It's really just, I guess, a matter of preference. But
Yep.
so we have the technology to like run both variants. Anyways, yeah.
Which do you have? A customized voicemail greeting and an automated voicemail, a voicemail that has not been set up. Now it's automated. It used to be a voicemail that hasn't been set up because I haven't really set up any of them, but I still got messages anyway, so I guess it was automated. But I didn't know how to fucking access it because it just kept on asking for a code and wouldn't let me reset the damn thing.
I just do automated because it's easier, I guess.
Yep. Do you worry about not being smart enough? Nope. Because I'm smarter than most people where I work and go to class with, honestly. How often do you use food delivery apps such services? Sometimes.
Sometimes, like Uber Eats, I guess.
Are swords phallic?
Say no, I guess.
Oh, does that mean dick?
Yes, it does. Means like a dick shape.
No, I still don't think it's like a dick. Alright. That wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Easy.
Alright.
Swallow.
Let's go to the last page. I want to see how far back this shit goes.
I was in 11. No, well...
8-11, but I don't know of what year. What is your biggest regret from college so far?
Oh, you probably the litany of reasons.
Yeah, going to college in first place with... Oh, Jesus Christ, this cable is in my goddamn way of the keyboard. Any plan. I mean, I regret, honestly. Does sexting qualify as cheating? Where's the maybe option?
I would say maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like... I guess I could say, like, an erstwhile yes. Depends on the content being shared and
I think for the most part you can consider that yes.
It's just like a unethical, scummy thing to do in general.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't send pictures of yourself like that. I mean, it's probably going to get leaked out on the internet, and well,
yeah.
I'll say my opinions for that because I actually do have a plan that is kind of in relation to that. And it's about a movie, and we'll talk about that one later. But I do have a lot to say for that one. So, what is your primary reason for working out? I don't.
I wish I worked out.
Have you ever taken a class that used the flipped classroom approach? No, I've never heard of that, actually.
I've never heard of this, ever.
How long does it take you to become frustrated or annoyed by your family while on home? Usually less than a week.
Yeah, I don't think it's applicable, because I'm in pretty good terms. Well, pretty good terms with my...
I mean, it's more of annoying, not like you're angry at them. You're just annoyed by them.
Okay, so like maybe annoyed. I mean, I don't really get annoyed, I guess.
I'd say about a week. For me, with my family.
Maybe. I'd say about maybe 2 weeks. 3.
2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so... Well, that cleared out that page. Is there going to be like a year of... Oh, God. North Korea, eh? Oh, no.
Student government.
Yeah, let's go with this one. How enjoyable was your high school prom experience? It was actually pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, I'd say it was...
For me, at least.
Enjoyable.
I was actually not planning on going. Like, I didn't really have anyone to go with, and I didn't want to go. But my friends convinced me anyways, and I'm actually grateful I did. So I'd say it was very enjoyable. I still remember it, and I loved it.
Same here, I went with some friends also. So it was pretty cool.
There was a hard, like my most horse. How do you spell carriage?
I think it's 1 R-I-A-G-E. Yeah.
I thought it was 2 R's.
2 R's, okay.
Horse carriage ride with my friends. There was actually a horse carriage ride, and me and
Oh,
some of my
okay.
friends also went on it.
Cool. It's kind of like Cinderella, like the
Kinda.
horse carriage.
Have you ever seen snow before in person? Oh, plenty of times, and I fucking hate snow. How is your
Yeah.
college tuition being paid for?
Yeah.
There
With
we
me,
go. What's
probably
the
all
best
those
way to
blend.
motivate yourself to do work? To get paid, obviously. I don't know, I have a high work ethic anyways. Wait. Have you ever been rejected by a crush? Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, same here, probably. Yeah, I'd say multiple times for me as well.
Yeah, I'm following through the back lines of this shit. Okay.
What
What
type of
choc-
musician? Okay, that one's better.
What
Yeah,
type of
let's do
chocolate do you prefer? I like dark chocolate the
Dark.
most.
Dark. Same here.
Do you personally like the idea of a surprise marriage proposal? You know, I never thought about that.
I would say depends on the situation, but probably yes.
I'm just completely unsure. Would it matter to you if your significant other had a high body count? Oh, probably not.
Probably not unless they have like anything like they need to get tested for.
Yeah, if they're clean, I don't care. Are you
If they're
currently
clean,
taking
it doesn't matter.
medicine? No, I don't. I don't. The only medicine I take are antihistamines and Sudafed. How healthy do you feel that you are mentally? Yeah, that's to say the least.
And I think I would rank the same on that. Somewhat unhealthy.
What drinks do you prefer? Do you prefer to drink martinis with gin or vodka?
Vodka. Definitely vodka.
I never actually had martinis, so I don't drink. I don't drink one, but I'd probably prefer vodka. This is Miller Lite, you know, famous Milwaukee piss. That's what I'm drinking right now.
It's not terrible. It's
I mean,
pretty
it's not
decent.
good, but what size bed do you own? I own a full size bed, or I guess a double bed.
Remember the scene from Archer with the joke with the two queen size beds? They're two queens.
I am not sharing a room with you.
No, I'm sharing it with you, and it's the last one in the hotel. No view, but it's got two queens.
Where's the other one? Greasing up in the bathroom?
Mallory, you know what?
Lawmakers in New York introduced bills to decriminalize sex work. This would allow paid sex between consenting adults while keeping prohibitions on trafficking, coercion, and sexual abuse of minors. Do you support or oppose?
I would say support.
I would say really much support, because in the famous words of George Carlin,
Selling is legal, fucking is legal. Why isn't selling fucking legal?
you know, I never understood this entire thing, because it's all a morality problem. That's kind of what it is, and it's kind of a bullshit morality problem.
Yeah, I guess I would say probably.
I strongly support people doing what they want as long as it's safe. That's why, what is those sex work, like those anti-sex work laws, like FOSTA and SESTA, they had the opposite effect, because they used to have like Backpage and all these other types of sites. People could actually run backgrounds and actually communicate with each other, and it was way safer than meeting people on the streets. Then FOSTA SESTA just completely destroyed all that and basically throw everything into the fucking dark and made it all worse. Okay, that's enough about
I
that.
would agree then. I would agree with the premise that you said. Strongly support. So I can get behind that.
To what extent do you support or oppose a program for the government to buy guns back from citizens?
Yeah, I mean, they did something like that in New Zealand, and to measurable success.
I'm not sure, because on some hands I agree, some hands I don't.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the situation. Plus, it'd be harder in the United States because there are more guns than there are people.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of weapons are also just unregistered as well, so.
It's true.
What device do you play video games on the most? I guess it's a kind of a tie between the PS3 and the PC, so I'm just going to go PC.
Same here. I'm PC as well.
Alright, pick another number between 1 and 200.
Okay. How about 135?
Ooh. As a passenger, what would you rather have? A cautious driver or confident one? Those cautious drivers are probably more likely to get into a wreck because they're just so tight gripping that wheel, barely moving the speed limit, not, they're so stiff. I'm like, dude, you have to relax and you have to go. It's actually why I usually drive among my friends, because the rest of them are just so, seems like they have a stick up their ass when they drive. I'm much more of a confident driver. Now, if they're
They know the type. Yeah.
yeah. Now, there's a difference, though. A confident driver, I'm not including reckless drivers, because if they're reckless, then yeah, I'd rather have the cautious person. But I'm assuming that confident doesn't mean reckless.
Very true.
Do you call people your age boys and girls or men and women? Either, really?
Yeah, I say either. It really doesn't matter. In my
Is it rude to talk on the phone while on the bus?
depends on the situation.
I mean, sure, I guess. Do you tuck in the bottom of your bed sheet? Sheep. Yes, sheep. Sheet? Actually, not. I don't really, because I'm kind of a violent sleeper. Like, I kick around and stuff. So it comes undone anyways. So it's like, what's the point?
I generally don't either.
Do you eat breakfast on most days?
I do.
Yes, but it depends when I wake up, though, because sometimes it's a yes, but sometimes it's a no. And if it's a day I'm working, and because I work that Panama shift, it's like half and half. But other days it wouldn't be. My schedule is all types of fucked up. But more often I would eat breakfast. So never have I ever stepped in dog shit. No, I have done that plenty of times. Oh, I have. I didn't read that one.
I actually haven't. Now that I think back on that, I don't think
Well,
I
you're
have.
lucky. That sometimes it's hard to get out of your boot, especially boot.
I think I might have stepped
Stepped
in
in
horse.
cat shit?
No,
Yes.
I might have stepped in horse shit once.
Oh boy. Ugh. Wet cement. I have not.
Not either.
Okay, I'm making sure I said cat shit too. Wet paint. Yep, I have. Fallen in a body of water.
I have not. Actually, no, I have once when I was.
Yeah, I think I have. Like this, kind of like I was like walking and I kind of stumbled on the side of a pool. I'm including pools as a body of water. It's not a natural body of water, but it can count.
Right.
Yeah, that was a fun, innocent one. All right, something from this year. Do you drive all the fucking time? Who leads a physically more healthy existence? Contemporary society or small-scale hunter-gatherers? Physically healthy? I guess you would have to say hunter-gatherers, because you would have to literally hunt and gather. But I would say contemporary is better, because agriculture, obviously.
Right.
In general, are humans more beings of logic and emotion? Emotion. Easily nowadays. Especially nowadays where people are just basing everything on what they feel instead of what they actually think.
Yeah.
I want to say emotion.
I would say in some cases both, though. It kind of depends on the person, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, more. I think this says humanity in general.
Oh, okay.
Much more on emotion. Which do you prefer,
So
Cheetah Girls or High School Musical?
Neither.
I have never heard of Cheetah Girls, but I'm just going to put neither. Which one is best? 1, 2, 3... Toy Story 2, obviously. That was my favorite.
I would say I would go with probably 1 and 2. Probably are my choices both.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 2 is better. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, 3 was depressing. 3 was depressing.
3 was fucking sad, but it was also good. Do you know how to play chess? Yeah, I love chess.
Yeah, same here.
As of December of 21, the Biden administration has been doing everything it can realistically do to get COVID-19. I somewhat agree. And we're going to leave it at that. No, I don't like sleeping butt-ass naked.
No.
Do you agree with text that... Oh, no. Trump is... Yeah, he is destroying his legacy. He just destroyed it all. Do you remember in first or third person? Most often you'll remember in first person.
True.
Some people like to talk when it's especially more perfect. Which one do you want?
Agree or disagree, math problems are fun to solve.
I somewhat agree. I like doing math and
Yeah, I
stuff.
agree. I would agree with that somewhat.
Compared to your typical amount, how much have you been ordering takeout? Probably a little bit more, especially if I'm about to move.
For me, about the same as usual.
Which is more full right now in the fridge? What have you been doing for self-care this time? Video games, eating, drinking. Yep. That's about it, really.
About the same with me, except I would just add an exercising.
Well, we expect things to open up business as usual. Oh, this is back in 2020. Not before 21.
Because we know how that turned out now.
Well, yeah, we know how that turned out, but even back in 20, I knew it was never going to come back to normal. Everything was just long fucked up. All right, another one. What laptop do you use for? I use a Dell. Dell is like my go-to one.
Me, I use Adele as well. Yes, Intel.
What makes a teacher
sure.
bad for you? Really hating their job to the point where it shows in their teaching and they just stop caring. Overactive? No, I actually kind of like that way more. Excessive work, that doesn't mean that they're bad. It's just, I don't know. It's either their way or the highway. Yeah, that can make them bad, especially if you can solve it more than one way.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're doing? Yeah, definitely. I could stand someone not having the enthusiasm. It's just, yeah. How do you get textbooks? I really don't like using textbooks. I avoid buying
Pirate
textbooks.
Pirate them if an option.
Yep. You think anti-Semitism has become a problem in the U.S.? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a moderate problem.
I wouldn't say it's a major problem, but it's definitely in the moderate problem, and it's just getting worse. And you have those fucking bigots out there who are just being fed a bunch of false news and lies, and I mean, anti-Semitism's just been tied in with fucking everything since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Well, not time.
Yeah, I mean,
Ever since Judaism has been invented, people have always been demonizing. How do you eat popcorn? Yeah, it depends, but I don't usually eat popcorn. Say another never have I ever. I have never have I ever wrapped a towel around my head after a shower, bath, and pretend it was my hair. No, because I'm not delusional.
I have not. No.
Have you ever hit an animal while driving?
I haven't.
Yeah, because I hit a fucking bird decided to take off right in front of me. There was nothing I could do. And I think a possum ran out in front of my car once, and I flattened that motherfucker.
It's unfortunate.
Would you rather watch football or soccer? I like soccer more.
Yeah.
But I like both
Yeah,
of them
I do.
right here. I like watching football and soccer, but soccer's way more fast-paced, and I like that one. Do you think the politicians getting rid of mask mandates during election year are doing it to win those elections, or because the health science tells them to?
Wording is a little odd.
I am... this is 22.
Hard to understand the wording. It was kind of...
Honestly, it's
awkward.
kind of both. Because
Both,
they were not... Masks weren't the most effective thing ever. And by that point, it was becoming more and more endemic. But they could have also used it as, like... Fucking... I think it was both, honestly. If a state of emergency lasts over 2 years, then it's usually not really a state of emergency. Yeah...
Yeah, I mean, generally, but I mean, like, legally, I guess it's still in effect. I mean, but-
Emergency, yeah. But here's the thing: if it lasts for so long, people just accept that as it is, and it loses any sense of urgency.
Right. That's true.
Who is the smartest cartoon character? Who is the smartest one? Neutron, Farnsworth, Sanchez, or Griffin? I'm gonna go.
I'd say
Farnsworth.
Rick Sanchez. Or no, actually, yeah, Farnsworth.
Is threatening to fire someone if they don't do something the same as forcing that something on a person? No.
No.
Because forcing them to do it is forcing them to do it. Threatening the fire, they can still deny you.
Yeah.
And if you threaten to fire, especially depending on what it is, you might have a lawsuit on your hands. But then again, if you play it by the laws, you might not.
Right.
The Senate Inflation Reduction Act made inflation worse. Disagree. The Inflation Reduction Act actually helped us.
Yeah.
I mean, like, go out and check it out for yourself. I mean, statistically speaking, now this was back in August of 22, but nowadays you can take a look at yourself comparative to the other G7 countries and stuff. We have some of the lower inflations comparative to the rest of them. Do you actually celebrate Valentine's Day? Yes, by watching anime. It's actually weird.
I do too. Yeah, I do too.
Agree or disagree? The government should pass a law making us all wear bag helmets. Disagree. You can wear a helmet if you want.
Disagree. It's kind of really at personal discretion.
It's your... Unlike a seat... I mean, it's the same thing with seatbelts. It's your fucking choice. I mean, unless you're in the back seat, and I think back seat seatbelts should be mandated as well. If you're going to mandate the front seats, back seats as well, because you can definitely cause damage. How often do you carry a pocket knife? Alright. Growing as a person means leaving old friends who refuse to grow themselves. I don't agree.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
I have to disagree with that one. Do you feel like Chick-fil-A used to spell Chick-fil-A in a different... I have no idea. I mean, I go there. Honestly, not sure. I don't give a shit. I have no opinion on it, but I do go to Chick-fil-A all the time. I like saying that because it sounds stupid. What is your favorite planet? It's honestly between Saturn and Neptune. I would pick Saturn.
Kind of like Mars, just a personal preference.
How often do you care about one? Most days. Should potential parents be required to take a test demonstrating their ability to take care of a child before being allowed to do so?
Possibly.
How are you going to enforce this is the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Yeah.
No, you can't enforce this. This is unenforceable.
So I'm saying, how would you enforce it? Like, what would it be, like an IQ test? Or, like, it doesn't really specify what
Exactly.
criteria would be either.
Alright, October 2019. Is A Nightmare Before Christmas a movie to watch for Halloween? It's both. People watch it Halloween all the time, but also watch it on Christmas because it has Christmas in it. So it's both. Do you think Halloween is anti-Christian?
No.
No. Are you going trick-or-treating tonight? Back in 2019? No.
No.
Halloween party? Yeah, I actually did. When was the last time you got dressed up for Halloween?
Probably middle
Back in
school,
2019, it was this year.
No, yeah. I think trick-or-treating last time I went trick-or-treating was middle school.
That was
then
like 6th grade for me.
Yeah,
No,
sixth
I'm
grade,
just...
yeah.
Keep in mind, this was 2019 we're talking about.
Yeah, but I did dress up also, like, up to, like...
Oh, I dressed up all the time, even if I was
I
was
did
handing
dress
out
up,
candy
yeah.
for like some kids and stuff. Or I remember my first year in the dorms. There was a bunch of kids and stuff that we put like a sign on our door that we had candy for them, and I dressed up as a scarecrow for the kids. It was a fun time. Okay. All right. Agree or disagree? People who truly understand the world are depressed.
Not necessarily.
I don't
mean,
agree with that statement, but I'm not sure how to justify. Have you ever met someone in a public that you found attractive but been two-sided? Yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, same here.
Have you ever felt like there was something in your mind looking at you? Yeah, most people have that. That's how they build like a self-conscious and stuff. Would you rather have $1,000 or Chris Christie's belly full of nickels?
I don't understand the second part of the question.
You know who Chris Christie is? He's that really,
Yeah, the governor of
really
New
big
Jersey,
man.
but
He's
yeah,
really,
yeah,
really
that's-
big. I'm gonna take the
Whoa,
1,000.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna take
Chris
$2,000.
Christie's like really big. Okay. Who were the more popular kids in your high school? Neither, really. No one was like, the popular kids were so mixed. It wasn't like, they weren't, like, one of the more popular kids wasn't athletic, but he also wasn't like a nerd either. He was just a popular guy.
For my school, my high school, it was equal, a bit of both, I think. Both.
Yep. All right. Agree or disagree? Free and open source software is objectively better than proprietary.
I would say somewhat agree, I guess, because it's like...
I'm not sure, because sometimes proprietary is so much better, but sometimes freeware is also good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm not sure. Abortion is a major factor in how I vote.
I would say
I think
abortion rights must be expanded, I guess. I mean...
I would say it must be protected. The Republican Party is the party for parental issues. Nope. They have
Right.
shown time and time again they don't care for us. They don't care for people
yeah.
if you're not wealthy. Have you ever played the board game? No.
If not.
Is it important to go to your professor's office hours? No, I never have done that. Actually, I take it back. I've done a couple times, but it's not important for to pass the class.
I have a couple times. I mean, it was somewhat helpful. I mean, I guess it depends on the situation.
Yep. What states do you consider to be the South?
I guess everything below the Mason-Dixon line?
Nah, it's
Or-
any former members of the Confederacy. If your significant other cheated on you only once and you knew for certain they would never cheat again, would you stay with them? Probably stay.
It's in the
Depends.
situation.
But yeah, it depends. In what way do you draw circular letters and shape?
Draw them clockwise.
It depends. Because how would you draw? Because if you pull up, I mean, hey God, if I draw, oh, that's a B. Well, take this, a B right here, but an A, I draw it both. Like I draw a Q like that, but I also draw an A like that. I can't do very well with a mouse and stuff. I do both is the thing, is that's what I'm trying to show you. Don't save any of the shit. So what I'm trying to show you is I do both. I draw it both ways. I don't really have a way to do it. If a cashier were to hand you back more money than owed you, would you keep the extra money? No. I just hand it back to
I
them.
wouldn't, no. I
I'm
wouldn't.
honest. Which of the following comes closest to your view regarding superhero movies? There are too many made. I don't like
Yeah.
superhero movies to begin with, besides Deadpool. But
Yeah,
too many of them are just made. It's just oversaturated, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're so oversaturated. It's kind of like there are a lot of people saying they're like the Wild West of the 21st century. The Wild Western films of this era.
I know it is. People, like, especially Disney, just making a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Ew. Have I ever won something from the claw machine? I actually have multiple times.
I have two. actually.
Never have I ever gone without food for more than a day at a financial. I have not, but I have gone for one day because I didn't have any money on hand and I couldn't get anywhere else.
I think
have any
maybe
food on
when
me.
I was young once, probably.
Yeah, but that was for like one day though. No, it says
Yeah,
more than a
one
day
day.
here, so I have not seen a Star Wars movie. I have seen almost all of them.
I've seen all of them.
I
I was
have,
actually a major fan when I was growing up.
yeah.
Like little.
Never
Yes.
have I ever used a natural deodorant. No, I don't like natural deodorant because it doesn't actually
Why?
fucking do anything.
I have not actually used the natural deodorant.
Never have I ever kissed my pet on the mouth. Ew.
Ew. Yeah, I have not.
Even though technically a dog's mouth is way cleaner than a human mouth. Even still though, ew.
Still though.
I don't know, kissing in general is just ew.
And
Never
what
have
about-
I ever. Alright. Never have I ever smoked or ingested marijuana. I actually have. If you're attracted to men, do you find Pedro Pascal sexy? Well, do you find Pedro Pascal sexy?
I'd say yes. I would say yes.
I've actually never seen a photo of him.
He's the guy who's like the lead in The Last of Us, like the HBO series.
Yeah, I never watched
playing
that.
Joel.
Do you think Timothy Chalamet looks like a chihuahua? I don't know who that is.
I
Do you
don't
think
he
so?
does. No, I don't. No.
Do you want to have sex today? No.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Steingate? No.
I have not.
Yeah, it makes two of us. When on a flight, do you play closely to the safety demonstration? I've heard that fucking demonstration and seen it done so many times, I don't anymore.
I used to when I was a kid, I guess. When I first saw it, like the first time, but now, generally, no.
Yeah, I don't pay attention. Are you scared of death?
I am. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. North Indian state of Punjab recently created a new rule where anyone applying for a gun license must also plant 10 trees. Do you support? I think 10 trees is a bit much, though. So I'm going to
Yeah.
oppose that.
Too much.
When a new model of your preferred phone is released, how likely? Yeah, very unlikely. I only switch every few years, and I've like literally starting from. I'm not including all the flip phones because a lot of those were like old flip phones for my father, but since I got a smartphone, I got an Actel, then a Samsung, then an LG, and now a Motorola.
Yeah.
I am
Me,
not
I
a brand
have a-
loyalist.
Yeah, I have a same. I have an iPhone 4S. My second phone that I got when I was 15 in high school, and I had it up until 2022.
Oh
It
yeah.
Still worked, was still compatible apparently with everything until it just died.
I'm surprised they
That's
didn't
it.
brick that motherfucker already.
Yeah. But I was too, honestly.
But then again, did they get sued over fucking with the iPhone 5? Apple got sued hard for that shit.
Yeah, that might be why.
Would you give up sex for a year for $5,000? Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I couldn't give a fuck about sex, honestly. That's ironic.
Yeah.
But for $5,000, hell yeah, I'd do that. Do you sleep with socks on or off? Off, usually. Dude, I fucking run around redneck style, barefoot, all the time.
I only wear them because my feet get cold, I guess, when I'm sleeping.
If you had to name a pet, would you...
I would give them maybe... it depends, I guess. Maybe, like...
Honestly, it
Anything.
depends. Like, I would do almost all of these.
Yeah, same here.
How frequently do you make your bed in the morning? Rarely, almost never. Unless it's, like, so fucked up, then I make it. But by make it, I mean, I, like, flick out the blanket and kind of, like, straighten it up a little bit, but not much.
I do sometimes. Some days, I'd say.
Yep. How important is it for you to find people... For you that people find you physical attraction? Yeah, somewhat. I don't care.
Same here.
What kind of bender would you be?
Fire.
Earth, water, or fire? I'm going to be that person and say I'd be the Avatar. No, this is stupid. I'm an equalist.
Yes, we're both equal.
Okay, I'm not going to be the Avatar because that comes with a lot of responsibility. Fuck that. Fuck, man. I do fire because unless it's the fucking solstice, you basically have the ability.
Right. Whereas
'Cause-
with water and earth, like,
Water and earth. Actually, no, I take it back. I want to be an airbender. Because unless you're in a fucking vacuum, you have air all around you to bend.
it's true. It's true.
Fire, that's why. I mean, that's kind of why the firebenders kind of went after the airbenders. Because the earth and the water and earth, they can separate from the elements. But them, they can't. Unless they fucking send them to space or something.
Or off them. I don't know.
I mean, that's
how
kind of
Zahir
why they
actually-
committed genocide.
And that's how Zahir in the series actually escaped, because he was an airbender and there was literally nothing that could contain him.
I mean, yeah. Literally. Why do you think they were so afraid of the Airbenders?
Yeah.
Good thing they were the monks, because if they were the one that rebelled against the other three, yeah, there ain't no fucking thing stopping them.
Yeah.
Besides the Avatar, obviously.
Right.
But I'd pick Air. I like it. I would have always been an Airbender. That was like, you remember those Flash games on like Nickelodeon, like Nick.com, where they had? I always picked Airbender.
I do remember that, yes.
I always picked the Airbenders because I liked them. I always found them interesting. And then I kind of forgot about the series for years on end, and then I rewatched it. I still don't understand how that got popular. Like, why is it resurging now? Is it just
Not sure,
nostalgia
actually.
or something?
Probably nostalgia, because a lot of people grew up with it, I guess.
Oh yeah, did you hear that they're actually making a live-action movie? They're going to try this shit again?
Oh boy.
Literally all the comments were going, oh no, oh no. But they actually revealed some of the characters and stuff, and oh my god, they actually look like the characters they're representing. Holy shit, hallelujah. Oh my god. I am actually, it actually looked like someone who watched the original series was actually behind the creative decisions in this shit.
That's a good sign, I guess.
I mean, sure, sometimes it looks like they're in cheap Halloween costumes. But you know what? I would accept it if they remade that movie and used cheap Halloween costumes than whatever the fuck M. Night Shyamalan did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Honestly, it would have been much better. But you know what would be the best thing, though? If they actually made a faithful adaptation while ridiculing the 2010 version. That would be the most perfect thing fucking ever.
Yeah, they just like have like a bunch of like inside jokes or whatever, like that only like are references to like the 2010 version.
Oh, dude, that would be so cool. I'd love it if they did that. I don't think they will, but I would love it. What word do you use for dollar sign? Well, I just said dollar, but
In here.
honestly, both. Like, I use bucks and dollars all the time.
I don't really do. I say dollars in USD.
Yep. What's the best cold remedy other than rest, warmth, and tissues? Best cold remedy, eh?
I use honey.
I fucking use Sudafed. Like, pseudoephedrine and shit.
That's true. I used to do herbal tea.
Yep.
More of a home remedy.
How often do you go to the doctor? I don't. Oh, wait.
I
When
used
it... The serious issue. That's the only time I did. When I sprained my thumb back in 20. When I sprained my thumb, I went to a doctor for that. But
I'd say maybe for checkups I'd probably go, or whenever I'm sick, I guess. That's
Yeah.
about it, really.
is it weird for guys to sit down while peeing? Sit sprinklers? Nah.
Not really.
Especially if you have like a stomach or you feel like you have to shit. Yeah. Favorite type of salad dressing? Ranch. Easy.
In here.
Wow, that's a lot of different ones. I never heard of Russian. Huh. Is it vodka based?
I have no idea. I actually haven't tried it.
I've heard of Russian Cheerios where you just pour Cheerios in a bowl of vodka. Yeah, it probably tastes about as good as it sounds. How often do you feel like your life is falling apart in college? Often.
Sometimes, for me.
Do you think that misconduct is predominantly an individual or a societal individual?
Societal.
Why do you say that?
I would say societal, because I mean a lot of like, I guess like heteronormative, like gender norms, and like double standards that are like in place.
I mean, yeah, but I also think it's
Facilitated,
the
but
individual that
I'd
acts
say it's a bit
on
of
it.
both. I would say it's a bit of both, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more on the individual because they're the ones actually doing it. They're the ones knowing it's wrong,
True.
but they still do it anyways.
That's a fair point. That is a fair
That's
point.
why I think. But I see your
Yes.
point with the other one,
It
too.
would be good if there was like a both option. 'Cause it could be a mixture of both.
Yep. What advice would you give to those who want to have sex for the first time?
Use protection, always.
There you go.
Yep.
What's your favorite animated comedy TV show?
I'd say Rick and Morty for me.
Oh, dude, it's obvious. I can't write in the comments. Whatever. For me, Dan Versus easily. Yeah, I should do a video on that one too. Why is my favorite? What year of school was the hardest? Honestly, they were all hard for me. I want to put not sure. They were all hard in their own way. Was the thing.
Agree. Yeah, I have to agree.
Like the harder the classes, but also freshman year is hard because it's like a whole new adjustment.
Yep.
You know, it's hard in its own way. All right. How much do you typically take your waitress? I usually almost always do 20%, around 20%, unless it is bad. Unless they are at fault.
Right. 20% is generally fair.
Yeah. No, that's a good. 10 is bad, 15 is fair, and 20 is good. Now, if I know it's the waiter fucking up, that's when I go less. But if my food is fucked up and it's because of the cook, I don't tip them any differently because I know it's not their fault.
Right.
Ideally, how soon after graduation do you want kids? I don't want kids. And I don't... That kind of makes me a little scared. I really do not want kids.
Yeah, but I mean, I would say if I were to have them, I would say probably 5 to 6 would probably be a good period.
Yeah, good idea.
People do.
Should government workers who have been working without pay during the shutdown be eligible for... Yeah, they should. They're not... They're working without pay. In the past 7 days, how many times has your phone completely died? 0, because I always charge it. Can you vote this above the line for no reason? We did, and I can't believe it. Why not? It's a garbage question. I don't care. It's from Michigan, so you always know it's trash.
Ha ha ha.
Yes.
I do. I actually have already.
This is in 21. That's when we both went.
Oh, yeah, and also I have this year in 2023.
Yeah, both of us have. We didn't film anything for that, but we both did. Never have I ever been to a state fair. Oh, I've been to plenty of state fairs, let me tell you.
I have.
Declaring the official target to be terrorist does not automatically justify ever using a military force or in any number of civilian deaths.
I would have to say agree somewhat. Depends on the situation. I mean, because I guess we're talking like tactical strikes, right?
Yes.
With, like,
It doesn't entirely... it doesn't make it right, but at the same time, it's kind of hard, you know? It's some
it's
weird
really
middle
hard.
ground. I want to put not sure. How often do you fact check before posting online? I pretty much always do that.
Same.
I always try to at least look up something so that way, like, for pretty much any video that I do. Oh, fuck. What the hell? I always try to do that. You know, for everything I do, I always try to look it up. And oftentimes I would list my sources or put up articles and stuff in the description.
Right.
Would you rather have a rock in your shoe or popcorn stuck in your teeth? The rock in the shoe, why not? Because you can move it around.
Yeah. If you absolutely had to choose one, I would pick that one as well.
Yeah.
Without it, then.
Alright. Why are you single?
I haven't found someone yet. That's my reason.
Yeah, I guess that's who. Did you buy your car? Yes, myself. Well, the one that I got was my dad's car, but for everything else, I bought myself. The one I have now was more of a graduation gift, but... Yeah, it was more of a gift for graduating, and he was going to get rid of the car anyways, because he couldn't really drive it, because of this... The way that he sits in it, it really fucked up his shoulders. So he was going to sell it, but then he, like, for graduating, he was going to give me money. So he gave me the car and a lower sum of money, which was a really good deal. Because the car's really good, and I got money out of it. But every other vehicle I owned, I bought myself.
I actually do not have a car yet.
Yep.
I need to go on.
Ah, damn it. I don't know. And nor do I
not
care.
Remember.
I
don't
can't remember. I took the test a long time ago, and I don't remember it. So I don't give a shit. Hang on. Don't know, don't care. Yep, don't care. How do you feel about your classes so far? God, we will see.
Oh.
I mean, for right now, I pretty much already passed it. But back in 20, keep in mind, I'm trying to do this back in 20. We will see.
I would say for me, probably okay, I guess.
Yep. Do you live in the Waffle House or the IHOP region? We're in Ohio, so it's both.
Yeah, it's both.
And I've eaten at both, and Waffle House is by far superior. It's not even a fucking contest. Why not? Oh, jeez! For the following question, imagine a student group invited a particular speaker to give a speech. Please indicate which... Alright, if a person wanted to make a speech against churches and religion, sure, why not?
Why not?
Supporting causes, sure, why not? Gun rights, sure, why not? Preaching hatred of the United States, sure, why not?
I mean, depends on the university, I guess. I mean, like,
I'm not sure about that one.
I'm not sure about that one.
I mean, I'm in favor of free speech, and this technically counts as free speech, because hate speech is free speech.
Right.
But you shouldn't be promoting this, either.
Exactly. I fall in the same camp.
I would have to allow that, because...
Free speech, yeah.
Ooh, Jesus. If you say alt-right, then yes. Actually, no.
Not sure.
Actually, I don't know on the alt-right one. Because the alt-right... Because we remember how well the alt-right movement ended. It ended with a fucking Nazi killing somebody with a fucking car. Yeah. I remember back in 2017, alright? If you were to charge... How would you decide the speakers? I would let them speak as long as it doesn't violate the current rules of speech at the university.
Right.
I.e.
Basically, yeah, pretty much, I mean, like, investing cite, like, imminent lawless action, which is, like, the current standard of, like, the Brandenburg test. Yeah, you have to let them speak.
Yeah. Actually, it should be E.G, not IE. That's IE is, in other words. EG means example. Limitations on hate speech.
It's a very
on
complicated
campus.
situation.
That's kind of why I put not allowed. That's what I support the entire concept of free speech. Unlike Elon Musk, I actually think people should be allowed to speak. But the problem is, with the last few of them, that's when it dabbles into actual hatred. And
Right.
while it's protected, you shouldn't be endorsing this type of stuff.
Right.
Wow,
Definitely.
that was a hard one. Like,
Yeah.
why is that only 10 points? Fuck you, Pulse surveys.
No, right?
Have you been to a funeral? Yes.
I have.
Had my wisdom
Yeah.
teeth removed? I have. Been complimented whether or not I might be contemplated. I think we all have for psychos.
We have.
Never have I ever had a No, I know I don't have a STID.
I have not.
Never have I ever read the daily chart of the day email. I have not. I don't even get that. I don't even get a daily email. Maybe I do, and it automatically just gets sent to junk. Alright. Do you introduce yourself rarely?
I generally don't, unless like the situation like
Calls
requires
for it. What would you do if you're walking in a narrow sidewalk and someone was coming your way? Usually the first to move out of the way.
Yeah. Sam. Might be a douche.
Yep. Is it okay to ask your ex for a refund on the money you spent on dates? If no,
No, no, it's not.
what? Who was the OG JB? Oh,
I
oh Jesus! I don't know. I think it was him. I think it was Bieber.
I think it was.
I think it was Justin Bieber. Do you still listening to Jonas Brothers? No.
I did not.
I rarely ever listen to them. God damn it! Okay, we're back online. Alright, which is... Okay. Do you think that general population understands that quarantine is supposed to prevent hospitals from being overburdened in addition to avoiding individuals infecting each other's? Oh, this is back in 2020. I am not sure on that.
That's fair.
Do you talk to yourself out loud? Oh yeah, I do that. Is it time to take the SAT and ACT to a farm upstate or put them out of their misery? Yes, they are terrible. I made an entire fucking video on why they are the worst test I've ever took. Time to put them at... I wouldn't even take them upstate. I would just take them out back and shoot them now. Which is more like a sandwich, a burrito or taco?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess taco?
I guess taco, technically. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Don't go breaking my heart.
Go breaking my heart.
Actually, I did the waterfalls one first. Honestly, both of them are solid choices. Alright. Who would win in a fight? The Berenstein Bears, Paddington Bear, Smokey the Bear, Cocaine Bear, the Bear from the Reverend, the Boyfriend Bear from Mist. I think the Cocaine Bear. But then again, the Berenstein Bears, are we talking all the Berenstein Bears? Because the Berenstein Bears would have kicked the shit out of the rest of them. So I'm going with the Berenstein Bears on this one.
Yeah.
Should Disney stop with all live action remakes and focus? Yes! They're terrible. Oh, good on right stays on our side again!
Yeah.
Is Spider-Man the best Superman? No, Deadpool is. Do you like older boys? Alright, do you like older boys?
I'd say yeah. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. I mean, depends on how old, I guess. But, yeah.
Oh boy, right state's back at it again! Do you
Yeah.
still wear a face mask part? But no, I rarely ever do. I actually did recently because I was feeling pretty nauseous and stuff, so that's why I wore it to kind of like deter people away from me. So I guess rarely. Oh boy, right state's back at it again. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. How do you pronounce the place where books are kept? Library. Who the fuck says library?
I think it's the British pronunciation.
Alright, buying a pack of trading cards for $5 and selling the cards inside is a good way to make money. It depends.
Depends, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can make money off of doing it that way. Is it okay for California to spend $800 billion on reparations to people with slave descendants? I'm gonna put not sure because I don't even want to get into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you addicted to social media? No. And
Not.
happier. I mean, I'm not counting YouTube because YouTube's that weird middle ground. But if we're talking like traditional like Twitter and Facebook, I don't own Twitter. I don't have any accounts. So if you ever see me or any of that kind of shit on any of these accounts, it is not me. That is not a legitimate account. What is your favorite pastime activity? Video games. Easily.
Game.
Alright. Last one, shall we? Oh boy. What percentage of students do you think have ever drunk enough to black out?
Actually, not
Ooh.
sure.
I've actually done that recently where, man, I must have drank like a couple Miller Lights and like a few things of vodka. I got really fucked up and
Ooh.
legit, that was a Sunday night after work. I do not remember anything. Apparently, I looked, I had like multiple purchases on my credit card. And I looked and I actually bought something. I legit have no recollection of ever doing this.
Wow.
I'm going to say 15%.
Probably. Probably reasonable.
Have you ever been blacked out? Yeah, I've done that a few times.
I have a couple times.
Do you think believe in God? 70. Actually, no,
Yeah,
it's more like
probably.
80 at our fucking place. No.
I do. I mean, it's just me though.
What percentage do you think handling his job as president? When was this fucking published? I think about half of them think it was. Oh, I strongly disapprove. I hated Trump.
Same.
What do you think it is? I think this one was better. I like this one. So I think that was a pretty good way to end this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I really do love making these types of videos where you get to learn a bit about me, and me and Cosmic share things about each other. It's pretty cool, honestly. That's why I like doing this type of stuff. Some of those questions were garbage. Some of them are really interesting. Some of the quizzes, you just never know what you're going to get with these, and that's kind of why I like it. Is there's just so much wildcard factor. Any final thoughts, Cosmic?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
But just like to wish everyone a good night.
Yep. Yep, I wish everyone a good day, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please leave a like, and we'll see you in another video, guys. Have a good one.